Hello and welcome once again to our channel for the love of cricket. India triumph in the T20 series, beating England 3-2. It was a tight game up until about the 14th over of the England chase. In the end, India quite comfortably winners. What do you think of India's habit now of losing the first game, even in the series against Australia, the Test series, and then bouncing back, winning? Against England, the Test series, they lost the first game, bounced back, and now in the T20 series. How would you sum up the last game and overall the T20 series?
Well, in fact, the last two games were good for India because it showed mettle. Because people were saying that you win the toss, you win the game, and that was happening. So, last two matches was against the run of play. India did well,
Yeah.
bowling, overcoming the dew factor, and generally the scores, the 180 which they put up was a bit tough to defend. We thought maybe it could go either way.
Yeah.
But 225 seemed huge, but the wicket was very different. So
Yeah.
both the matches, India were ahead in terms of their strategy and selection, because this last match they brought in an extra bowler, which is the right thing to do,
Yeah.
as they knew the wicket is a feather bed. So I felt India were very much the deserving winners, and really disappointed with Morgan strategy, captaincy, the way he uses his team.
Yeah. We saw Root also having a strange approach to the side, the selection of the side in the Test series. Morgan also, like we felt together that there were, someone like Mohan Ali benched throughout the T20 series, probably his most suited format, conditions favoring him and him not being selected at all. And also, we felt like maybe Jordan was overused, Sam Curran was
Yes.
underutilized. So, yeah, I agree with you. I think deserving
No,
winners.
as I said last time that they'll pay heavily.
Yes.
He has a liking for Jordan. Okay. Salutations, that excellent catch. He made it look easy, but it
That
is
was incredible.
going to be one of the finest ever in the
Yeah.
history of the game. But I find him limited in terms of batting. I find him okay. He's doing well, probably on other surfaces in the death overs.
Yeah.
And you saw what Sam Curran did
Yeah.
in the last few balls he received, and it was really shocking when, as you said, the match was tied till the 13-14 over, and wisdoms would, prevail. I thought by sending in a pinch hitter, like they
Yeah.
would have nothing to lose if they would have sent in Jofra. Nothing to lose. But they have this guy Sam.
They have Sam Curran, who's proven even in the IPL last time.
Yes, it is not.
It was strange.
It was strange. I mean, anyway, and
Yeah.
Morgan not using himself, he should have come up.
Yeah, that shows, that
Yeah,
you're
and
ready
especially
for the fight. Yeah.
225, he knew that he had to be, round about that run rate. The wicket was good, so
No, I'm sure at
with
the
the
halfway.
dew, with the
Yeah.
dew. So India, kudos. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure at the halfway stage, you and I both felt that this can go down to the wire because
Yes.
they were cruising. But yeah, I mean, yeah, salute India's resolve and mettle in the last three series that they've played. We've seen since Australia. The young guys have stood up. Pants, Shardul Thakur, and of course, very happy that Bhuvi is back. It's like he's back after almost a year and a half.
Well, Bhuvi is an asset.
He's been really
A
good.
great human. He comes
Yeah.
across, and he is so cool.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this bowling performance on a feather bed, this shows his class. And the other turning point of this game was, I didn't expect that from Butler, as I was telling you. This over is crucial, and Butler should play Bhuvi out.
Yeah.
But he tried one too many stupid shots.
One too many, and yeah, that changed the game.
Yes.
It did change the game. along with Bhuvi, I want to just say that I'm really happy that Hardik in the entire series was bowling his quota of overs. It's good to see. That really adds to the balance. Jadeja not being there, but Hardik being there, and he also bowled a very good his quota of overs in the previous game, 4 overs for 16, taking 2 wickets, similar to Bhuvi's 4 over for 15, taking 2 wickets. So Hardik back obviously strengthens the squad. Remember, we are without Bumrah, Shami, Jadeja. So this team has a lot of potential to
Oh
win
yeah, there's a lot
the
of
T20.
bench strength, and but Hardik is a cog there.
Yeah.
When he bowls, he's a six bowler. So India has a lot of potential. You have Washington, you have Shardul, you have Jadeja, and I would prefer to see, as I said, Ashwin. And
Oh, yeah.
and they are hankering for one leg spinner, another leg spinner, third. I don't understand. So they have to think,
Yeah.
about this aspect of the leg spinners. I mean, Chahal, as I said, is not multi-dimensional. Neither is Chahar. You have Rahul, the leg spinner.
Tiwari,
Yeah. So what is going on? Bring in Ashwin. Bring in Kuldeep.
yeah.
Kuldeep is one of a type in the world. We always go back harping on this, but this is a fact. So, India has to look up to these few things, and India are definitely a force to reckon with at home.
Yes, and one thing that worked, of course, in their favor, the changes they made in the last game for the final was bringing in Natarajan, also a death over specialist now, very young in his career, but he's doing really well. And the dip in Rahul's form allowed Kohli to promote himself. What do you think of Rohit and Kohli as a long-term decision?
Well, life is, how you look at the percentages and you act accordingly. Cricket is part of life. Kohli, as an opener with Rohit, is not an issue in India.
Yeah,
in
especially
the
in
World Cup, because you have 20 overs, you give your best guy the 20 overs. So in India, it is not an issue. But mind you, it is akin to playing chess. You take out your queen right in the beginning. It could go either way for you. So in
Yeah.
India, I would take the percentages, but mind you, if you are playing abroad and all, and you lose Kohli, the first 8-10 overs do a lot. And when you're chasing also, it will make a difference to you.
I actually was going to tell you that I don't mind this combination when they are batting first,
Yes.
and would rather recommend Kohli coming at number 3 chasing, because he masters that pretty well. Have someone else open with Rohit.
Yeah, I think it will work in India.
Yeah, India, yes, it should be fine. I mean, if he plays like the way he did yesterday.
I'm
that was
reminded, I want to digress a little bit, I'm reminded of the semi-final. When I was discussing with my friends, I was watching in India, and it was so crucial, that match, to go to the final. And that score of 230 or 230, I don't know.
30 to 40 odd, yeah.
And Ross played very well. It seemed that they didn't have much, and
Williamson
India was very confident. But there was always a danger for me. New Zealand had nothing to lose. They had to come strong in the first 10 overs. And if India has a bad day opening, because they were doing very well, Rahul and Rohit, and there was a worry with the rain and all. I was wanting to play the other way. I was wanting to protect my main batsman. I would have opened with Karthik, with Pant, and I'm not talking in hindsight. I was worried. And Scott Styrus a day before was talking about it, and I wasn't total. He was like, I was echoing his words, or he was echoing my. I mean, I knew this is a real danger for India.
Let's remind the viewers that that was a very unique semi-final, because it was taken place on 2 days.
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, it wasn't easy because of the rain, and the scenario was very, I would say, unlike any other maybe semi-final.
But the ball was moving.
But the ball was moving, and 240 odd. If you remember, Kane Williamson's body language was very, very confident That 240 odd here is about 260,
So
280.
what we are trying to, we have digressed enough. So what I'm trying to say, Kohli going out in India might be okay, but not in
But
all conditions.
abroad,
You
yeah.
have to protect it. There's nothing like ego issues and all. You got to play the game to win. There are no egos here.
I think with the World Cup being in India, it seems to be a plausible option.
Yes.
But yeah, I think India did well to deserve
Oh
this
yeah,
victory.
I mean they deserve. Surya did well, and we have a good nucleus. I think. Well, deserving winners, and let's look ahead to the ODIs.
So the ODIs are going to be starting on Tuesday. Both the teams are announced, England and India's team. Fairly good squad. You'll be happy to note that Kuldeep is in the one day team. The few changes I can tell you is that they've drafted in Prasidh, who is a young, very fast bowler, they say, who touches 150, 140 very regularly. He's a tall, fast bowler who's been playing
We need that. We have Umesh. I'm surprised Umesh is not playing.
Yeah, he's been playing. This guy's been playing with the KKR team, done pretty good for T20s. But he's going to be drafted in the ODI squad, so that's good to know.
We have Shubman coming back.
Yes.
We have Krunal there.
Krunal, I'm happy for Krunal Pandya.
Yeah, that's why I reminded you.
Yeah, I think he deserves it. Jadeja is still unfit, so that's a perfect foil. I'm glad that Akshar is not in and Krunal's given a chance. This is just my personal
And the
opinion.
good thing about the ODI is, as I was always wanting, that each ODI is being counted because finally it adds up to the World Cup seedings or points. So, people take it more seriously.
They take it more seriously, but let me remind you, India is hosting it in 2023,
Yeah,
so they're automatically in.
Yeah.
But I was just wondering whether there's still a long way to go. There's 2 years for the World Cup.
But it is important for England that they do well. And mind you, England are the world champions.
Yeah, England are the world champions. This squad that India have chosen, they have fairly a full strength squad.
Well, India has a good squad in all formats.
Yeah, they have a good squad in all formats. That's true.
And
but I do feel bad. I just want to come back. I do feel a little bit sad for Manish Pandey. I think I know it's tight to get in now. It's very tight when guys are doing so well. But I feel like he's hard done. But I must agree that it's really tight when you look at now Surya Kumar Yadav playing well. It's hard for him to be out.
Yeah, it's hard for anybody to maintain. And then, let's hope that he has still time for the T20 also
IPL,
World Cup.
There's an IPL, and you can do a lot to impress the selectors.
Yeah, and for the English squad, again, surprising, Vokes doesn't have a look in. He neither played the test matches.
Yeah.
As you said, he came for the test, he went back, but he was not used at all. So hopefully he'll be used in the ODIs. So the selection is a bit strange.
It's strange. I still find it strange. Archer, I think, has gone back for his elbow injury.
Yes, they should nurture this guy.
Yeah, so he's probably rested.
No, he should be. He is too important a player for them with the Ashes coming in.
But I tell you, who's more worried about him right now? Rajasthan Royals.
Yeah, probably. But
so he's not there. Root should have been there, but they say he's not flying in. So maybe personal reasons. Not sure.
Well, because of this COVID situation, he was here a long time in Sri Lanka and also. Yeah, this is also a factor for the teams. We recognize that. Yeah, but he should figure in the World Cup T20, I think, Root.
He has a game.
Yeah, he has a game and his off-spinning could be a utility.
Well, if they don't take Mohin, then maybe...
Well, with Mohin also, but he could, sometimes there are times when a bowler is off, his mojo, as they say, in Australia probably. So,
yeah, we have some exciting players in England too. Sam Billings is one of them who I'm excited to see.
And Livingston has been doing well, I think. That's
Livingston,
his name,
yes. He's been has a reputation in the white ball cricket.
It was not a 3-2 was a good tight series.
Yeah.
And the test match also went maybe because of the first one they won.
We're finally out of Gujarat, out of
Yeah, in Pune now.
Yeah, Motera Stadium.
Yeah.
Now in Pune. Again, no crowds, unfortunately. But how would you approach this ODI series? There's a long way to the World Cup. I mean, should we just give it a fresh, new look to the Indian team? And I don't know about the English team. They obviously want to win one series here. But would you just, kind of rest Kohli and, hand over the captaincy to someone else? Or how would you like this squad to feature? And
Well, when you talk of how do you approach, you should always play your best team to win, I feel.
I mean, all these guys are talented enough to play. So
Yeah, but because now the rotation policy is there because too much of cricket and they have the IPL. So resting is a different thing. When you need a rest because you are looking after the player,
yeah,
but you have to play your best. And the people who are, as I said, on the fringe should earn their place. This is how the team becomes a team like the West Indians were for 10, 11 years, or the Australians. See, even when they were playing the weakest team,
they would be
they were ruthless.
Yeah, they were ruthless.
So this is how you build. You don't like to lose. Otherwise, when you rest somebody, then the whole thing falls apart and then you lose your...
Okay. So you would go full strength, just killer instinct.
Yes,
if someone loses form, someone gets drafted in.
Yes, you do bring in people because people lose form.
Yeah.
So why not? But not at the expense of you take it easy or you want to experiment 3 at a time and things. No. You have to do it very, very carefully so that the team is never off the winning path.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, so good luck to the series, and we start afresh on Tuesday.
Yes, it's going to be a little bit. After you watch a T20 series, sometimes you think that even 50 overs seems long, but it should be good. It should be fun. I hope the pitches are good for both bat and ball.
Well, that's life. When the T20 came, one day seemed to be a drag. And the test matches was the only thing. One day was so exciting. So we have to start, adapting.
All right. So we're looking forward to the ODI series. I hope you are too. And that's almost Stumps on our show. But as you guys always know, I'm going to look on my left and get something out of my dad. Something humorous.
Well, I'm reminded when I was young, Brian Johnson and John Arlott, they were wonderful in commentary. Humor was there and you could, burst out laughing, when you're just hearing the commentary. They had so many wonderful, anecdotes. But Indian commentary was not really much. So I would like to talk about the Indian commentator, Dr. Narottam Puri. Once he was commenting when Yashpal Sharma just made a century and he immediately asked for a new helmet.
Okay.
And he came out with this beautiful line. He said, "Oh, swollen head." He didn't mean it, of course. Cheers.
Cheers.
Au revoir till the next time. God bless.
See you. Bye.